Hello everyone. Very good evening to all of you. I hope all of you are doing amazing and you are all in your good health and heading towards happiness and fulfill the purpose of your life. Yeah, so today we are going to have an amazing personality who is a psychologist, and we are going to discuss some of the techniques and tricks to manage anger among teens, which is a very raging issue for most of the parents and teachers, and it's really a sign of concern when teens are unable to manage their anger. Yeah, so we are just waiting for our guests to come and then we will begin with this session. So now, till then, I would like to thank you everyone, whoever has joined today. I can see Shubhangi ma'am. Oh my god, thank you very much for coming. Harshi, Raju Gehlot, Sakshi, Nitin Chaudhary, Shobham. Thank you everyone for joining in. And I'm very sure that all of you will definitely get something amazing that is going to help you to manage anger. Okay, so we are just waiting for our guests to come. Till then, I would like all of you to put on your questions if you have any regarding anger management. If you face anger issues a lot, and sometimes if you're unable to control your anger and you land upon doing things which you don't want to do, and later on you regret for the consequences. So you can put on your questions here and we will definitely address those questions. As we all know that, anger is an emotion and our emotions are natural, right? So till the time it is not overpowering your mind, it is okay. But when any of the emotion starts overpowering your understanding and adversely impacting your life, then it becomes a challenge. So at that time, it becomes our responsibility to check, to understand, and try our best to manage that emotion. And that's what we are going to learn about one emotion, which is anger. It's very important in the initial stages to understand that this particular emotion is adversely affecting you some way or the other, right? Till the time it is not impacting your life adversely, it is okay. But if you get some signs that it is not good for you, you definitely need to consult with someone, you definitely need to work on yourself to manage that thing, right? Let's say in anger there are like some kind of signs which we see in teens, right? Sometimes due to anger they become land upon screeching or breaking things or shouting or crying, right? Or not talking to people with politeness or with respect. So this is one aspect which is a kind of sign which shows you that anger is adversely impacting you. Sometimes children, sometimes teen become very self-centered. They do not understand how to speak, how to express themselves. They become extremely quiet, that is also a sign which shows that the teen or your child is suffering from this issue. Sometimes they land upon, going through guilt, going through suppressing their anger, and which later on somehow lands upon uh, becoming a kind of volcanic eruption in their lives, right? So these are the signs which we notice in teens these days so much. Parents, they see these signs in their children. Teachers, they see these signs in the students, and it becomes difficult for them to make their children understand that this is something which you need to work on, right? So these are all the issues related to anger that we are going to address in today's session. So I think that our guest, okay, just give me a second. Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you for your patience, everyone. I just hope that she is joining us within few seconds. Till then, I would love all of you to please write down your questions in the comments so that we can address your questions by the end of the session. Hi, hi Kavita ji. Am I visible, audible to you?
No, ma'am. Actually, you were
Mhm.
audible, but just a
Can you
minute,
put
ma'am.
your camera in front of your face? Okay, I think she has got some problem with the management of her device or something. So we'll wait for her to figure that out and come back to us. Thank you, Martina, for joining in. Hina ji, Padmayala ji, thank you very much. Thank you, Shiva. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. How are you doing? Yeah. Hmm. Okay, just a second. I'm doing amazing. How are you? I-
Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Am
Kavita ji. Are
I
you all set up
visible?
with? Yeah, yeah. You're visible. You're properly
Okay.
visible. Yeah.
Okay. So, yes, thank you for inviting me at your place.
Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for taking out time and, accepting my initiative. And first of all, I would like to welcome you for today's live. And I was telling about to my audience, our audience, about you. So once again, I just want to welcome you, addressing that you are a psychologist. You are in this field for more than 3, 4 years, and you are working with teens and students for quite a longer period of your life. So you have very good experience in terms of understanding the emotions, in terms of understanding the challenges with which teens go on a daily basis. you regularly, have conversation with the parents and teachers where you get to know about their issues and you do your level best to serve them, to help them by your skills and your expertise. So, thank you very much. And now over to you. I would like you to just introduce uh, about what do you do and what is the motivation behind the work that you do. So please, Kavitaji, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for it. Pleasure is all mine to come at your platform. And uh, most of the people who are joining, I could see some of my teachers, some of my students. They
Mm-hmm.
all know me. And for some people who don't know me, I would like to brief about myself. I am Kavita Bedi. I am working as a PGT psychology school counselor in a prestigious institution in Kanpur. And some of you must be knowing me as a YouTuber. I have my own channel, and today I'm having 470 subscribers. And I
Wow.
hope after this session, many more will join me on my YouTube channel too. I'm very
Yeah,
optimistic
definitely.
about it. And as per, if I describe myself apart from my professional life, then I will use three adjectives for myself: self-motivated, hardworking, and compassionate individual. Always a keen learner. Like this is my first session on Insta, and you were seeing me how I was joining. So I think this introduction would be sufficient, Manisha ma'am. Thanks
Yeah,
you.
yeah, it's brilliant. I loved it. I mean, it's remarkable for you to, uh, do with all Insta thing for the first time, and I can completely understand your space. So thank you very much, and I really appreciate it for hats off. So now let's land upon the topic for the day, which is anger management for teens. So first of all, I would like to understand how do you define anger management? Why do we need to manage anger? What are the signs like when any teen uh, or any, like parent or teacher gets to know that this is the time to go with the anger management thing? So
Yes,
can
ma'am.
you please brief us with this? Yeah.
Yes, of course, ma'am. Ma'am, before starting on anger management,
Mm-hmm.
let me first brief you about anger, your viewers
Yeah.
about anger, as well as why teens are more susceptible to anger, as per the
Yeah.
topic of.
Yeah.
So I would like to tell you all, anger is a natural emotion which
Mm-hmm.
we all experience. And you know, it is something which motivate us to take actions. It is something which drive us to fulfill our
Yeah.
needs.
Yeah.
If we are not hurted by anything, we will never take any action, isn't it?
Mm. Yeah,
Anything that
definitely.
we will try to take action for it. So anger in itself is not an issue. The issue is how we express, how we deal with it. We should deal with it in a positive way. We should teach our children to deal with it in assertively, rather than being active or passive both. Passive means they are taking it inside. That is also not good or healthy sign.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
as per this, if we talk about why teens are more susceptible to anger issues, as we all know, our teens' brain development is not complete yet.
Yeah.
The prefrontal cortex
Yeah.
of their part of their brain is still
Mm-hmm.
developing.
Yeah.
It takes about 20 years, when they will be 20, in their 20s, then this will develop. Then, apart from this, as we all know, you know, uh, they they are going through hormonal changes.
Yeah.
They are also going through various psychological, mental, physical, emotional turmoil as the age of adolescence is.
Yeah.
So that's why these teens are more susceptible to anger. Dear
Mhm.
parents, or those who have joined me just now, dear teachers, please be empathetic. This is what I want from your side. Please be empathetic. It is not that the teens want to, lose their temper, but they
Yeah.
don't know how to control it. And for this, I would be guiding you today. Anger management techniques uh, help us to express our anger in an assertive way. I hope.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's brilliant. I mean, the way you have explained it, that why teens suffer with anger is amazing. I just want to summarize it in few words, what you have told. So, dear audience, Kavita ji has explained this thing very brilliantly, and she said that teen is that age where the children are growing. Their brain is in the transition phase. It's not it has not grown completely. So that is why they are more susceptible to these overrage or these, imbalance in the emotions, and that's so for anger as well. So we need to, and they really want to deal with it. They don't like to be in that angry space. So it's now our responsibility, like the responsibility of the parents and the teachers, to be empathetic towards them and making them understand and help them, grow from that particular space. So thank you very much for giving this clarity, Kavita ji. So now we will talk something about anger management. How do we do this?
Yes, ma'am. Before giving the tips, I
Yeah.
would like to tell uh, tell our viewers about the signs when it is
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Usually, uh, adolescents are
Yeah.
behaving in that manner. It's okay
Mm-hmm.
if it's not disturbing um,
Yeah.
them. It
Yeah.
will disturb them, or they would be suffering if you see these warning signs in them, like
Mm-hmm.
observing their external behavior. In external behavior, they would be, showing up, um, throwing their things around. They
Hmm.
might not be able to control themselves. That is when their anger is out of control. Then it
Mm-hmm.
needs management. Now, when apart from this, they might show they might show verbal aggression towards others, or
Yeah.
even physical aggression at times.
Mm-hmm.
That is harmful. And not only
Hmm.
this, some internalized behavior signs also you would be observing in them. If you
Mm-hmm.
observe, yes, please, it's a high time that may need some professional counseling for it.
Mm-hmm.
For example, they might start blaming themselves, that is, they might suffer from guilt, another
Mm-hmm.
negative emotion added to this anger. Plus, they might also suffer from, uh, they might harm themselves in any way. So that
Okay.
is the thing when we as a person should
Hmm.
get uh, alarmed. Yes,
Hmm.
at they're not talking to us properly, or if they
Hmm.
first let them calm them, then
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
discuss the things with them. Don't
Mm-hmm.
If you're asking a space for themselves,
Mm-hmm.
please give them space. If they are saying, Mama, just now I don't want to talk to you,
Hmm.
please be calm.
Hmm.
Let them settle down with their emotions,
Hmm.
and then you
Hmm.
can discuss the things, whatever you
Hmm.
want to,
Hmm.
as a
Hmm.
person. Then if you will be requiring professional advice on anger management, then it
Mm-hmm.
is conducted stepwise. See,
Mm-hmm.
anger management is basically a skill which cannot
Mm-hmm.
be in one session or in one day. It
Okay.
continues. Those children who come to us
Mm-hmm.
for counseling, we first
Mm-hmm.
is with self-soothing techniques.
Okay.
In these
Okay. Mm.
in these soothing techniques, we tell them about guided meditation or
Okay.
visualization. We
Mm.
also tell you music therapy at times
Mm.
just to themselves, just to calm themselves. Once
Mm.
they are calm with, then we start with the self-awareness part. That is,
Okay.
we ask them to remind the situation or the triggers which had
Okay.
created anger in them.
Mm.
And
Okay.
then we give them some worksheets and we
Mm-hmm.
ask them to express their means write about the triggers.
Okay.
What
Okay.
created Hanji? You
Okay.
want to read something?
Yeah, yeah. So I just wanted,
Yes.
it was really nice hearing about, because you are a professional and you deal with these things on a daily basis. So it is really very nice learning from you on these issues. So, dear audience, I just want to just summarize what Kavita ji has told us today. So, she basically has told about the two kind of behaviors which teens show, with the externalized ones and the internalized ones. So, externalized are like they start breaking things, they start using bad language or something like that. And internalize that when they suffer within, like they start blaming themselves or they go on feeling guilty about something or the other. So these are the signs which give you a kind of implication that you need to manage this thing. And then she told about the techniques, the way professionals go through with these things, like self-awareness technique, like guided meditation, visualization, and most importantly, the love, the respect, and the care, the space which teen want from their parents, their teachers, and their friends as well. So thank you very much, Kavita ji, for giving a reflection of all these things to our audience today. So yeah, let's learn more from you. I'm really learning a lot from you today. So yeah, will you like to add upon something here? You were talking about some techniques. Yeah, exactly the
Like,
techniques. Yeah.
apart from after the self-awareness
Mm-hmm.
worksheets are given by the subjects, then we
Mm-hmm.
ask them to
Mm-hmm.
rethink the situation.
Okay.
Now, in rethinking, we
Mm-hmm.
develop empathy in them. We
Okay.
ask them think the situation from the
Hmm.
other person's perspective.
Okay.
And
Okay.
when we
Mm.
ask them only, we will not tell them. We just ask them only to
Mm-hmm.
focus on what could be the other way in which they could have responded to the situation,
Yeah.
which would have not hurted them also and the other
Hmm.
person. These are
Hmm.
all the steps which we follow to break the anger cycle.
Okay. 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 Wow.
And apart from this, ma'am, we also teach them these techniques of generalizing,
Hmm.
songwriting,
Okay.
where they can express themselves healthy in a healthy way.
Okay.
And apart from this, self care is the guided, navigate properly through this
Yeah.
anger cycle. To break
Okay.
this anger cycle, self care is also very important, in which we
Hmm.
also teach them
Hmm.
techniques through which we can build up resilience, that is, the capacity to bounce back from the
Yeah.
situation.
Wow. 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 That's amazing. So I would like to learn more about, I mean, how do they general, what are the processes, or what is the particular thing that teens need to journal and which would help them with the anger management thing. Yeah.
With general, I would like them to maintain their own diaries. It's a
Okay.
method of process wherein they
Hmm.
can jot it down something in their diaries. Where वैसे भी adolescents, they have a habit of
Okay.
maintaining diaries, so they can write,
Hmm.
or they can write some poetries in which they can express their emotions. So that
Okay.
is the
Okay.
way in which they can
Hmm.
deal with it. When it is out, when it is out in a healthy way on the paper, then
Yeah.
sometimes we also suggest them, if you are all
Mm-hmm.
alone and you are not getting anything, anyone to share with, write all your emotions on the paper.
Hmm.
And if you
Hmm.
don't want one should read it,
Hmm.
then throw that paper, throw it in the dustbin.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This way they are able to be at peace with themselves.
Yeah.
And of
Yeah.
course, when they will be learning all these techniques step by step, they know. See, when
Hmm.
anger starts in them, apart from create whatever they are feeling, they
Hmm.
are also getting some physical sensation in them. Their
Okay. Okay.
heartbeat will start, their blood pressure goes up, their sugar
Oh.
level. So
Okay.
these things, so it is said that when we perceive these things, then we experience emotions.
Okay. Okay.
In the
Wow.
progressive relaxation technique, we try to bring their sugar level, blood pressure to the normal. Um,
Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Got it. Just nice. So, okay, so what I have understood is like journalizing is a very good thing. Like we people also generalize, and it really works when we write down our emotions, and it makes our heart feel relaxed and quite calm when we just vomit out something using our hands on paper. So it's really nice. Yeah, so these are the things I think these are very valuable techniques. I think it should be there with the curriculum of the studies as well. Generalizing is a good technique. So thank you very much for taking that thing. So, okay, another thing which we talked about the self-care thing, right? So what are the specific things that teens do or the psychologists per se they tell the teens to do in terms of self-care? How do they start this self-care journey, and what are the techniques or the things, the procedures they follow to learn about self-love, self-care, and yeah, amazing life ahead then, yeah.
yes, ma'am, for self-care, starting from the physical self, they should
Okay.
dress up nice.
Hmm.
That adds to their confidence. And
Wow.
apart from this, they should know their strength and weaknesses also. They should be
Okay.
aware. For this also, we go in an organized manner so that the child is able to pick up the talent which he is having,
Okay.
and that can be enhanced. And basically,
Hmm.
we encourage as a counselor, we tell the parents that positive aspect of your child you should enhance,
Hmm.
instead of, what, as a
Hmm.
human being, as a normal, mothers also, what we
Yeah.
will do if our teen is weak in one of the subject, we would like to
Okay.
highlight that
Hmm. Hmm.
from the time she or he will return from the school, what happened in that subject particularly. If we go for girls, maths is the real problem, and
Yeah. Yeah.
the mothers are involved in only asking about maths and nothing else. That is wrong.
Hmm.
We
Yeah.
should highlight their strengths. And then naturally we should see that at least what they can achieve. See, five fingers are not same. Five fingers,
Exactly. Yeah.
they cannot
Yeah.
be, um, you know, they cannot be dealing with all the subjects equally. So
Hmm.
all things equally in their life. Their strengths
Yeah.
should be highlighted. They
Hmm.
should be praised. They should be encouraged. And ma'am,
Hmm.
these days, our parents should understand कि Even if someone is having a bit of talent anywhere, he can
Mm-hmm.
utilize it and he can have a good life with it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And if he
definitely.
is a good singer, then also he can proceed, or any particular, even a good handwriting these days
Yeah, yeah.
is something which can be pursued as a career.
Wow,
So,
that's really nice.
uh-huh. And all these differences only between the parents and the children creates anger in them at times.
Yeah, because children think that my parents are not understanding me, and parents are just reinforcing children to get good marks. That's it. Okay, so this equation doesn't really works. Okay, so thank you
Just
very
to,
much. That self-care thing. Yeah, yeah.
I
You
would
you want to? Yeah.
say,
Mm-hmm.
basically, teens, they are in there for independence. The need
Okay.
for independence in the teen is very high,
Hmm.
whereas parents want their control. So,
Yeah.
difference of opinion with between both
Yeah.
of them. So
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
both of us work as a parent, as a teacher, we have to work in collaboration,
Yeah.
and then we can have healthy teens in our society.
Wow. So it's like it's the learning process for each one of us, like teens, teachers, parents, everyone. So everyone should step out of his or her comfort zone and start learning the processes and the procedures to make a better understanding and collaboration and good environment all around. So it's really the self-care thing. I really loved it when you talked about the physical care, like doing exercise or grooming themselves and wearing nice clothes, preparing themselves on it. Yeah, this really works. This really works because it gives us the confidence, okay, I'm looking good. So, and when one emotion, that one particular thing comes up in your mind, it gives you confidence, then you land upon creating confidence in other scenarios as well. So this is very nice technique, and I think everyone should follow. Every teen or we people, everyone, right? Anyone can try this, and this really works well. And the thing that you talked about, the self-care thing, the physical thing, and you talked about thinking good about themselves, or you talked about parents, they should encourage the good things in their kids, also not taking back front in terms of their weaknesses, but they should encourage their positive things or the strengths more so that the children feel more confident in terms of improving their weaknesses. Right, so that's how we can work brilliantly. Wow, so this is really nice. I loved it, loved it. So I think we have learned a lot in today's session. Anger management. We have learned about why teens suffer with anger. We have learned about why do we need management and some brilliant techniques which we can follow on a daily basis as teachers, parents, and teens can also follow. You can tell your children, your students to follow these techniques and work with your anger management thing. So this was really, really an amazing session with you, Kavita ji. Thank you very, very much for coming and enlightening us with your expertise, with your experience and your knowledge. I have learned a lot and enjoyed a lot this session. So would you like to say something to our audience by the end of this
Um,
session? So please, yeah.
Thanks a lot for listening me, and hope, please, I am very compassionate about my students and my teens. So
Mm-hmm.
please, dear parents, please don't criticize your teens. Try to be very empathetic about them. And I know you all love them. Your
Yeah.
love is unconditional for them. And I know
Yeah.
your intention is also very good.
Hmm.
Not a single parent who is watching my video might be, having a bad intention. But only by
Hmm.
changing small ways of
Yes.
communication, we can build a healthy relationship with our teens.
Hmm.
And then, this is a two-way process. If we
Yeah.
want that our teens should look after, this is the expectation which the parents
Yeah.
have, that they should be looked after when they are old.
Hmm.
Then, ma'am, bond thing is established at this age only.
Yeah.
If they will have a good bonding with you, then wherever, in whichever part of the world they would be having a corner in your heart. Means that a thing which has started in society
Yeah.
about the old and this and that also pains me a lot, being a
Yeah.
sensitive individual. And I would, because being a teacher, being a counselor, I would to keep on speaking. So now I would like to end, and I request all the viewers to please follow both of us. Manisha is also a very well-known happiness coach, and please follow her also. Please follow me on my Insta also, and as well as YouTube also. And I hope I would be able to give my services to you, whatever things, little things which I know, which I had studied, which I had
Yeah.
gained experience. Thank you, thanks a lot, ma'am, for calling me and interacting with me. Manisha ji is very good. She is young, active, and in this field, and she also knows about the subject very nicely.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Kavita ji. This was really nice, and you're such an amazing person. I mean, I can feel your energy. I can feel your like purity of heart and the intensity of the service that the intention of providing the service and helping people. I can totally like understand and feel it through this screen also. We are sitting like thousands of miles away, but I can completely feel it. So thank you very much for coming and blessing us with all your good words, kind words. Thank you very much. And we will definitely land upon doing another Insta Live with you for getting more information about these things since you are a psychologist. So I would like my audience to put on your questions in the comments if you want. This recording will be there in our Insta handles. So you can follow us there and you can put on your questions in the comments, or you can DM us, and we are definitely going to help you out in every possible way. So thank you everyone. Thank you, Kavita ji. Bye bye.
Thank you. I would like to thank Almighty also for giving me this chance.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
definitely.
without that, nothing is possible, I think. Without His
Definitely.
blessing, nothing is possible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Bye.